we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Baylor Bears. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he is taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Bears ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Dickey. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking to pass. It's Hammond. They're setting up the screen. Makes the grab in their space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here's Lagway to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Finds space on the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, Lagway. Complete to Williams over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Motion from the wide receiver. Again, it's Lagway. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And the Bears will try to pick it up on 4th down. Fourth down, Lagway. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Lagway. It's complete to the left.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Williams. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
To the air, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. Back open in the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
The run inside. It's Williams. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Flagway wants to throw. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
To the air, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Flagway throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Rides to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The give to the lone running back. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders. Touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. He hurls one deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. And he scores! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
Makes the catch and he's free. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy.
Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So just a lack of discipline, and on 4th down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Smith with the grab over the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Here's Lagway to pass. Rushes on him. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Williams.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Looking for a deep man. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Timeout taken by Baylor. It's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Miller. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Fires left side at Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Flagway. Looking for the score. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The run inside. It's sticky. Got room on the return. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the Utah Utes. And it's the Wolfpack chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Now on first down from the 30. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Freeman.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Flagway wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Baylor! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes a deep grab. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm, and I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Grab behind the line, it's Dickey. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Sticky. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got the lead here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback making checks. Here's Lagway to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Taken in by Smith on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bears will hustle to the line. Running inside. It's Morris. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. It's first down from the 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Lagway. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Baylor! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Bears have the answer. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it down the field. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They move on top here in the fourth. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And here he comes out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the fourth. It'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Might be changing the route. Throwing, Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Throwing again. Here's DJ Lagway. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quick completion on the out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
What a great play by the defense. In a critical down late in the game, 1 possession behind, you needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Pressure coming. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Lagway. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a grab for a big play. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Buys a little extra time. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard.
Turning it on. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Flagway wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bears! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Williams. Nice move there. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Play action. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm. And I think that's why he missed that throw.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's loose. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Here's Lagway to pass. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Ripping through the defense. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Lagway on the play action. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Lagway from the gun on third down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. All the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Throwing, Lagway. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Bears! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. With these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And, David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch